All right, this is part 2 of my 99 designs and my logo basically being made by 99 designs. And I just wanted to show you where it's at. I've got less than 24 hours left in the contest. I'm not exactly sure what to call it, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like and tell you some of the things that happened along the way, just in case you're ever doing this. So okay, so I'm here. Here I am. I'm back at my contest or whatever. I currently have 76 designs. What that means is I have 76 submissions. One person could possibly have submitted more than one time. So yeah, if you look down here, there's some tabs, all unrated, 1 to 2 stars, 3 to 5 stars, and trash. So I've been rating them as they come in, and it automatically puts them in these buckets, and the ones that I decline, it puts in the trash bucket. So for example, I'm going to scroll to the bottom. So I now have 2 pages worth. You can see the design that I was kind of homing in on. I asked him for color treatments. So I've got some color treatments. Here it is with 1 color and what that could look like. Here it is with 2 colors and what that could look like. And he kind of hit me with a bunch of them. He, she. So yeah, here's another one, 2 colors, 2 colors. And it's really cool to see the design in multiple colors, and also him incorporating my feedback and so quickly. One thing I want to call out to you is people can submit more than once. So you'll see these are all submitted by the same person. And if I go back, just go over to page 2, let's see what we got there. So yeah, here's more. Like these like dark pink is pretty nice. Here's the one that started it all. It's got what, 4 colors? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So this is the one with lots of colors. Then he came back and gave me a bunch with 1 color to show me what 1 color could look like. And I think they look great. Yeah, this is about where we left off last time. What I want to show you was he gave me a lot of submissions. So this is 1, 2, 3. Let me go back to the next page. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 of the submissions that I got, and I got what, 70, I got a total of, here we go, 76 submissions. So 8, and he has a couple other ones, 9, 10, 11 of the 78 submissions are from the same person. So that's one thing to consider. Like that, don't let that number fool you. I didn't get 78 people, I got 78 submissions or revisions or that sort of a thing. Still, that's a lot. So I'm just going to walk through some of the ones I got. I've got some people over here. I noticed that as soon as I started giving this one specific design 5 stars, people started to really riff off it and make things that were very close to it. So suddenly I'm getting a lot of these hearts with dots in them. This is another submission from the same person, that same Tasaya, or Tasaya. And it's clear that this person is riffing off of this person, and then they came back and did it right back. So the designs started to kind of riff off each other, which is very interesting. So I wanted to call that out for you. If you start putting stars on things, I'm not sure what people could see on the other side, but it's very clear that the ones I started marking 4 and 5 stars, I started seeing those patterns all over the place. Again, like this little Kinky logo right here, this little polycule, I saw something like that early on, and I gave it 4 stars, and now I'm finding that shape just keeps coming back. You see this big giant heart with all these connections. Here's that polycule again. Here's this one after it was upgraded again. And you just start to see the pattern. It's a lot of the same things over and over again. I guess this person stepped out with something totally radical and different, and they gave me some different treatments on it. But I want to make sure you knew this. The stars are something the designers are listening to. So from here, I've got all these interesting designs, and ultimately I came back to this first one, and I said, can you change this just little loop specifically? So I want to show you what that looked like. If I can remember which one I clicked on. I think it was this one. So I'm going to zoom in to make it more obvious. So over here you can see that this top kinky loop between these two dots has an extra white line in it from when these 2 lines were 2 colors. So I clicked on it specifically and left feedback to say, hey, can you pull that that one line out. And I know that seems like very specific, but I want to make sure you could see that you can make that kind of feedback with the artist. You could say, look, this exactly right here, can you change this? And then from there you can see that I'm about to show you the one without this little line. And that is this one. And so now it no longer has this little line right here. And I think that's it. This is the one I'm going to go with. I like having the two colors. I already messaged the artist and said, hey, when you deliver this file, am I going to get a file that's easy to work with? Am I going to be able to change the colors? And they said, absolutely yes. I like the idea that I can change these to be whatever they want, or I can make them all one color and put them on different backgrounds. So this is the design that I'm basically going to go with. I really like it. It looks like a polycule. One of the links in the polycule is a Kinky connection, and it's just perfect for my brand. I also noticed that there are a few artists here who are doing things like superimposing them on t-shirts. Here's some stationery that they did. Here's a sign on the side of a building. So I'm noticing that some of the designers took it to the next level to try and get you to see what it would feel like on actual merchandise, which was pretty incredible. So from here, I need to figure out how to take the contest to the next level. I've got 22 hours left. I do not feel like anything has panned out in any new directions or anything like that. I feel like the one that I originally started to gravitate on got better, and then everyone started copying it, and I don't feel like any of the copying is going in any good direction. So I'm liking this one. I want to pick this one for my contest. I have to admit, I'm not 100% sure how. There's an award winner button here, so I'm going to click that, see what happens. I don't understand what it's telling me to do. So I click. Am I giving them extra money? Is that what's happening here? Let's find out. I'm clicking award and continue. Okay, congratulations, you've selected your winning design. Thank goodness that was the one that I wanted, and I recorded it, so hopefully you guys won't never have to worry about if you're clicking the right button. Oh cool, there's confetti falling. That's really cute. So I'm not 100% sure. Finalize your design. Your design is almost ready right now. Your designer is preparing your files. Once you receive them, you have 5 days to collaborate on any final design tweaks. I really don't have any design tweaks. I just want to make sure when I get the files, they are easily changed. I can change the colors easily. Okay, I expanded all the text on the screen just so you could get a chance to read it. Finalize your design. It says you have 5 days to collaborate and get the final files. What am I getting? One logo. What's the different file types? Here's all the source files they're talking about. So I just want to give you a chance to read that. Here's the actual designer. I'm not sure if I review them here or if I review them when I'm done. Any reference files, I guess I'm sharing with them. And then that's it. So I'm just going to click around a little bit now and see if there's anything else worth seeing. So let's see what messages. I'm guessing it's just going to be me and this one person now. Yeah. Okay, and I'm just going to click around to see if I can go. Okay, so because I clicked them, it jumped from this first circle to the last circle. So that's good to know. If you click that trophy, you're selecting your winning design. You skip round 2, which is select up to 6 of your favorite, and then the final round, and then choosing a winner. So I basically jumped straight to choosing a winner, which I'm okay with. That's what I was trying to do. I didn't want to wait another 5 days to get the design I liked. So because no other design was close for me, that's perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. But I'm glad I got it on camera so that nobody else clicks that trophy button by accident. So now I'm in the last round, which is a handover in progress. Designer's finalizing your design. Sweet. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so here's the other files. So here's some of the 1 and 2 stars. If I click on one of these, okay, Okay, I no longer have the trash button. I wanted to call out that if with the trash button, what it does is it puts them in their own bucket here at the end under this trash icon. Once it does, it covers it with a grayed out kind of look, so you can't really look at them a second time. So keep that in mind. Every time you click on that trash icon on any of the designs, it's going to gray them out. And now if I try to look at them, oh, okay, I actually did let me look at that one. There's a couple of them, let me start scrolling, where once I hit the trash icon, the designer actually withdrew the design. So see, withdrawn by designer. So now I can't even really see what the original one was. And that's not horrible or anything like that, but I just want to make sure people knew that was going to happen. Because if you went back to look at one or to show a friend or something like that, you're going to have a bunch that you can't actually see if they start withdrawing their designs. So just keep that in mind. Once you start clicking that trash button, designers might withdraw their designs as well. So my final count before I clicked the button to select the winner is I had, 76 designs. That's 76 submissions. I would estimate that I've had maybe like 10 designers. Yeah, between 7 and 10 designers. And then I ended up, let's see here. I marked 17, 1 and 2 stars. I marked 24, 3 and 4 stars, and 35 I marked trash. I was very adamant about marking the stars because I wanted to give people feedback. At first, I was trying to write text for every single entry, but it got to be out of control too fast. And that's why I ended up putting the stars. As soon as they came in, I would mark the stars. I would try to write some text, but there was so many of them that I just was at least trying to put the stars on as many as possible so that all the designers could see what was going on and which ones were gravitating towards me. Alright, I just got my files delivered for 99designs, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. Here's the final page. And then basically the files just showed up here. They didn't show up until after I came down to the bottom here and clicked some buttons to sign the documents for releasing the funds and exchanging the intellectual property rights. Basically there's just like a checkbox, you read a document, you hit OK, and you've agreed. And right here you can see that the other person has agreed as well. So we've both agreed to the exchange. And then please review the documents. You have 5 days to approve the work. And I think at the bottom it said files will automatically be approved and the payment released in 5 days. So if I did nothing, they would get paid. But I think it's kind of not cool to ignore them. So the files they uploaded, here we are. We have an AI file, PDF, PNG, EPS, PSD, and a JPEG. So I only have Photoshop on my computer, so that's the one that I ended up opening. So I clicked the button to download the zip, then I open the zip, and I can show you what I got, but it really doesn't even matter because it's going to be on a per designer basis. So yeah, so I opened the files just to make sure that they're all good. They came in a zip, so it looks sort of like this. Bring that on screen. So I basically got all the files. I purposely requested the files to be clean so I could make them any color I want. They didn't actually do it, but I know how to, so it wasn't a big deal. So now I have a Photoshop file where I can just set the colors to anything I want. So I can basically, let's see here. So yeah, I could just start changing this to whatever color I want. And I went ahead and grabbed the reference files, so I can also just go off of any of the colors that the designer originally thought would be nice. So I can get like this one, I can grab this one. Or maybe one of the original the two-tone ones. Just some of those. So yeah, so it came out really great. I've got a logo, it's high res, all that wonderful stuff, everything you need for a logo. And now I'm just going to actually pay the person. So scrolling down to the bottom here, Here we go. Approve. I'm rating the designer 5 stars. I'm gonna type in some comments here, but I'll do it off video. And looks like I'm gonna post when I'm done. So yeah, so that was it. So I'm excited. I got an awesome logo out of 80 something revisions, and now I have a file that I can make any color I want because the logo is such a tight shape that it's the shape that matters, not the color. So yeah, I'm psyched. So that's it. That's how I got my logo through 99designs. And while you're here, check out kinkypolyatheist.com.